It's July 30th, 2024. The time's 2 p.m. And in attendance are Commissioners Brooks, Matari, and Duncan. Commissioner Brooks is joining us by phone. And if you would please join me in a moment of silence. Okay, thank you. Clerk Locke, would you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Changes to the agenda? Okay, hearing none. Public comment? Hearing none, I would take a motion to approve meeting minutes.
I move that we approve meeting minutes, item 1 and 2.
Second.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Matari,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right, and for the consent calendar?
I move that we approve the consent calendar, items 3 through 8.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Matari,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. Payables?
I move that we approve payables July 22 through 26, 2024, in the amount of $929,291.15, and jury panel payments in the amount of $2,840.36.
Second the motion.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Matari,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. Just for clarification, I heard 929,291,000.
291. I said,
15 cents? Where
929,291.15.
Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. I'm used to the millions, I guess. That's sad. Very sad. Okay, item 10. This is a bid award for Alpha Services LLC, Canfield Smart Project, 31 acres, hand treatment for $70,339. And Ms. Littlefield, please.
Andrea Littlefield for the record. Kootenai County Office of Emergency Management respectfully requests that the Board of County Commissioners approve the bid award for the Canfield Fire Smart Project. This is for 31 acres. We had 2 responsive bidders respond to our notice of inviting bids, with Alpha Services LLC garnering the lowest bid.
Thank you. Questions, motion?
I move that we approve the bid award to Alpha Services LLC, Canfield Fire Smart Project, 31.0 acres, with hand treatment in the amount of $70,339 with the Office of Emergency Management.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Matari,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. Item 11, bid award, Alpha Services LLC for the Riverview Terrace, Post Falls Community Forest Fire Smart Project, 3.7 acres for hand treatment in the amount of $9,246.30. And Ms. Littlefield.
Thank you. This is Andrea Littlefield for the record. Kootenai County Office of Emergency Management is respectfully requesting the Board of County Commissioners to approve the bid award for the Riverview Terrace Post Falls Community Forest Fire Smart Project. We had 4 responsive bidders respond to our notice inviting bids, with Alpha Services LLC garnering the lowest bid.
Okay, questions, motion?
I move that we approve the bid award to Alpha Services LLC, Riverview Terrace, Post Falls Community Forest Fire Smart Project for 3.7 acres. It's a hand treatment, $9,246.30 with the Office of Emergency Management.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Matari,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right, item 12, grant use number 19 SSCF-KC and state fiscal year of 24 SS-GF-KC. That's a mouthful. Amended MOU for the Farragut Trail Fuel Break Project, and it's with the Idaho Department of Lands in the amount of $100,000, no match requirement. And Ms. Littlefield.
Andrea Littlefield for the record again. We are, Kootenai County Office of Emergency Management is respectfully requesting that the county commissioners approve the amended MOU between Idaho Department of Lands and Kootenai County. All we are amending is the performance period. This MOU was to expire on July 26th of 24, and the expiration has been extended to December 26th of 24, so we can finish the hazard fuel work that's in the Farragut Trail area.
Okay. Questions, motion?
I move that we approve the grant agreement number 19 SSCF-KC and SFY 24-SS-GF-KC, the amended MOU for Farragut Trail Fuel Break Project with the Idaho Department of Lands, the amount of $100,000, no match requirement, Office of Emergency Management.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Matari,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. Okay, item 13, public hearing notice, ORA 24-0004. This is an emergency ordinance, minimum lot size for parcels in the CDA tribal reservation. And I know that Pat is not here this week. Is there anybody on the line to speak to this? I thought somebody from community development would be here, but that is not the case. So I don't know what you want to do with this one.
Well, it appears to have been approved by Pat.
Right. So this is a public hearing, but I think it talks about the minimum lot size requirements, except, this is the new part of it, except that the minimum size for parcels created within the exterior boundaries of the Coeur d'Alene Tribal Reservation on or after, I don't know if that's going to be today, shall be 10 acres. So I think this has to do with clarification with the both that were passed, the minimum acres and the family splits ordinances that were just passed. So,
Well, I mean, we could push this to the end and see if there's someone from community development that could come down here and address this.
yeah. So I think it might be Ben or Reba's. Ben's gone. Okay. Oh, that's right. Ben doesn't come back till Thursday. Okay, so we'll put item 13 off, and then item 14, board approval request. This is a one-time plan design change to the HRA VIBA plan for the Public Defender's Office transition. Sylvia, please.
Sylvia Proud for the record. At the June 25th business meeting, the board had approved for a one-time exception to Kootenai County sick leave policy payout for the state public defender, for our public defender's employees to transition to the state. And in that, what we have to do with our HRA VIBA is do a plan design change, and it would be referenced as just for this one time, and it would outline that individuals and the public defenders who work through September 30th of 2024 would be eligible if they have sick leave that meets our general criteria to have their payout start at the first of the second year versus the first of the
Third.
fifth
Fifth
year. Oh, I have the policy here and I just drew blank. So that's what I have before you. The first of the fifth year is what it is originally right now. So it would go to the first day of the second year to start the payout instead of at 30%, and the rest of the policy remains the same. First day of the 10th year through last day of the 15th year is 40%. First day of 16th year forward is 60%. So the form will need to be signed by the board.
Okay. Questions, motion.
I move that we approve the request for one-time plan design change to HRA VIBA, V-E-B-A, plan for Public Defender's Office, and their transition to the state with HR.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Matari,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right, I think we can head back to item 13, which is our public hearing, ORA 24-0004, the emergency ordinance minimum lot size parcels within the Coeur d'Alene Tribal Reservation. David.
Thank you, Commissioners. There was something of a misfire on the notice on this, in the sense that my staff thought it must be noticed as a public hearing. And then after we did it that way, I learned from Pat Braden, that it could actually have just been a meeting notice because it's an emergency ordinance. And the reason it's an emergency is it clarifies what you meant, at least what we think you meant, when you pass the 5-acre, 10-acre business in the reservation. This straightens all that out. That's all it's really about.
Okay. Questions?
Yeah, just one question. It says lot size requirements. The minimum size for parcels in the agricultural zone created after January 373 shall be 5 acres.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's purposeful because you'll recall the language on the new exemption would otherwise let you do 5-acre lots in the agricultural zone, which is, again, that contradiction to what you just did in the rural zone.
Yep.
Okay.
No questions.
All right, is there anyone here to speak for or against this ordinance? Anyone on the line, Jonathan? Okay, then I would ask if somebody would like to do a motion to end public testimony.
I move that we end public testimony and enter into deliberations for
I second them.
That's fine. That's good.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Matari.
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right, this is more of a housekeeping item that keeps up with our the changes that we made, so I'm in favor of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I move that we approve ORA 24-0004, emergency ordinance minimum lot size for parcels in the Coeur d'Alene Tribal Reservation with community development.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Matari.
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Commissioners.
All right, I think we can handle items 15 and 16 together. It's termination of ground lease AAL 2005-070, hangar sale with Southfield Fuel, and ground lease AAL 2024-800, hangar purchase, KLAS and KCOE LLC. Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, Commissioners. Kim Stevenson with the airport for the record. Southfield Fuel Incorporated would like to sell their hangar to KLAS KCOE LLC, and it is a 12,375 square foot lot, and the annual revenue being $3,106.12, and we ask for your approval on both.
Okay, questions, motion?
I move that we approve the termination of ground lease AAL-2005-070 for the hangar sale, Southfield Fuel Inc. at the airport, and approve the ground lease AAL-2024-800, which is the hangar purchased by KLAS-KCOE LLC.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Matari.
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right. Item 17, development and ground lease AAL 2024-400, hangar development with Alpha Aero LLC. Ms. Stevenson.
Kim Stevenson again for the record. Commissioners, this is a 108,334 square foot area, multi-hangar development in a spot that was previously thought to be undevelopable. And so there is a development discount on there. Annual revenue for the first 2 years, we're looking at $13,595.
All right, any questions, motion?
I move that we approve the development and ground lease AAL-2024-400 hangar development with Alpha Aero LLC and the airport.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Matari,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right, item 18, equipment. This equipment financing agreement with Summit Funding Group and Verkada regarding 26294-001 and our airport. Ms. Stevenson, are you handling this?
I am Kim Stevenson again for the record. So Verkada is the provider of gate camera equipment that the airport has presented to the board for FY25 capital purchase. That purchase was green-lighted through the budget process. And this agreement would allow the airport to take advantage of the summer hours that we have left. It will allow us to purchase equipment and schedule installation and not pay until the October 1 date. In other words, they will not invoice us prior to October 1st. And there is out clauses if for some reason it were to get cut from the budget. But the issues that we've been having with the gates, we're wanting to kind of get ahead of this, and this agreement allows us to do so. It is for $184,228.83, and that was, again, green-lighted on the FY25 capital budget by the commissioners, and the only additional charge is a $195 processing fee. And we are asking for you to approve that so we can move forward and get our equipment ordered.
Okay, questions, motion?
I move that we approve the equipment financing agreement with Summit Funding Group and Verkada regarding 26294-001 with the airport.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Matari,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right, thank you, Kim. Item 19.
Thank you.
Board approval request. This is Q2 of 2023 Coronavirus State and Local Fiscal Recovery Funds Project and Expenditure Report. Ms. Smith, are you handling this one?
Yes, Caitlin Smith for the record. The Auditor's Office requests the Board's approval to submit the provided ARPA quarterly report to the Treasury. This report has been reviewed and reconciled by the Auditor's Office.
Okay, questions, motion?
I move that we approve the request to submit the Q2 2023 Coronavirus State and Local Fiscal Recovery Funds Project and Expenditure Report.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Matari,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right, item 20, Justice Center Architect Owner Amendment with Lombard Conrad Architects and the BOCC. Mr. Mendez is not here, but he explained this morning. And what I understood is it would be soft costs, but he had accounted for that in a line item already in the budget. So questions, motion?
I move that we approve the Justice Center Architect Owner Amendment with Lombard Conrad Architects.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Matari,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right, item 21, this is a board approval request for the Hayden Area Regional Sewer Board FY25 budget. Each entity must agree with the budget. It's got to be unanimous. And the district has removed things out of the budget that they were uncomfortable with. Personally, as a member of the JPA, I think that this budget is not in the best interest of the sewer board. I think that fully funding the replacement line items and the facility study is prudent at this time, but that is not what the district will agree to. So this is the budget before us. I do not have updated numbers, but I can tell you these numbers, which will go down because these were based on the previous budget, and that would be the airport's amount, new budget per month. It says $1,373 for the replacement, and the last 6 months it was $1,287.50. So that the $1,300 should go down. The new budget amount, same thing. It's projected as $2751.84. It was the last 6 months was $2363.44. And those are thousands, $2,363. But again, the $2,700 should lower as well. And so the total monthly payments were projected before the budget cut at $4,125.17. And the last 6 months, just for comparison, is $3,650.94. Any questions?
Yes. The other two entities, since we are an extreme minority, I don't know if that's prudent for us to be talking about holding up a budget that requires unanimous consent, even though there's a few items that you highlighted that you disagree with. Do they agree with the budget?
So I am not saying to disagree with the budget.
Okay.
The city does feel the same way as I do, that those things should be included in the budget, but because the district will not approve those items, we have removed them, and the city and the county will approve them even though.
Well, I think that we should approve it, and that if there's an issue that the city is concerned about, they should be the one to determine whether or not it gets approved or not, but we don't want to hold that up.
Yep, nope, I totally agree. I just wanted on the record that those are the items that were removed that I do not think are in the best interest of the operation of the sewer plant. So,
Okay.
Motion?
I move that we approve the request for the Hayden Area Regional Sewer Board FY25 budget.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Matari,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right, public comment. Okay, hearing none, 2:23, meeting adjourned.